when it all started, right? Playing as a kid. When did you first like get introduced to baseball? Because I feel like it's one of those sports where you play pretty early, right, compared to other sports. But like, when did you really start playing and think you loved it?
Yeah, I started playing, I guess, organized baseball when I was 4.
Hmm.
My dad played baseball his whole kind of upbringing too. He played at Lynn University, a D2 school down in Florida. And so, I mean, so I have an older brother as well.
Hmm.
And so he was playing baseball and he was and is kind of my role model. And so everything that he was doing, I kind of wanted to follow him. Um, so yeah, 4 years old, started playing t-ball. My dad kind of, I think the cutoff age was 5, but he somehow got me into, playing when I was 4. And then ever since then, just we have a batting cage in our backyard. Um, and everything my family has done is kind of surrounds baseball. So just from 4 on, my family would travel to all these tournaments around the country, and they were super dedicated on kind of supporting us on whatever we wanted to do. And my dad kind of curated our lives and kind of telling us that we're good enough to play college baseball, and it could give us an opportunity to go to a really good school one day. So we kind of just worked hard, and he pushed us, and yeah. So ever since then.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, baseball is one of those sports where, because I played throughout my life and in high school, and it's like if you want to be good and be kind of seen, like you have to every week, every weekend, it's practice, games, travel ball. So it's really important to have your family helping you along that process. So you mentioned your older brother, Rich, right? He was obviously great in his own right. Went to Brown for
Yeah.
college, went to Richmond afterwards. Him being a little bit older than you, and you said he was a bit of like a role model to you, right? Um,
Yes.
how do you like influence you or help you throughout baseball?
Yeah, so I mean, our mom, she always says this now. She made it a point that we would do everything together and, be best friends and all that stuff. And, just seeing the way he went about his business and his work ethic, especially getting to, high school and college, I always felt like, I don't know. I mean, we've just done everything together, so I kind of owed it to him and myself to, work as hard as I can because I saw what he was doing on the baseball field, and the fact that he got the opportunity to go to an Ivy League school to play baseball. It just always sounded like something that I knew I could do. Um, and we just both pushed each other, especially when I think there was 1 or 2 years that we were in college at the same time, and it would be awesome that we were kind of in the same like baseball schedule, so that like we would both have games on a Friday night. We'd come back and kind of talk about it. And so he was kind of just my resource to, especially new things and new experiences in my life that he has already done, to kind of bounce ideas off and, kind of just reflect on our experiences, both the similarities and differences.
Yeah, definitely. Since he was a couple years older, like, did you ever have a chance of playing with him, like, in high school at all?
So I played in a varsity scrimmage with him when he was a senior in high school and I was a freshman.
Okay.
And then I played a in a summer league in Wilmington, North Carolina,
Mhm.
in the Coastal Plains League, and my coach there had coached him previously in that same league. And so towards the end of my first year in Wilmington, my brother came down and said to Coach Russ Burrows, who actually just won a championship over at the in Wilmington. Um, he said, "Hey, what are the odds I can get like a quick 10-day contract and just like play a couple games?" And he was like, "Sure." So we actually got the opportunity to play about like eight to 9 games together when I was at shortstop and he was at second base. And there are definitely some very cool pictures and videos of us playing like and just turning double plays and all that stuff that we kind of grew up in the backyard doing, playing wiffle ball and all that stuff. It was the best experience ever.